really about water, find out some stuff that'll freak you out. The body's many, I think it's called Your Body's Many Cries for Water by Dr. Batmangela. Oh, miraculous, wonderful book. But it's going to tell you what I'm telling you. It's just going to take you a long time to figure out what it's saying. I'm telling you right now, drink water. And when you're sick, drink more water. And you know what? 2-3 cups of coffee in the morning, fine. Not all day, and not a lot of strong coffee. You don't need that. But a little bit of caffeine can be good, even for the heart. But, you know, let's do things in moderation. Let's love our body. And not just want our body to feel good. You know, when we do it, we feel good. It doesn't work. I have one woman who's killing herself because she's given in to all her children and her grandchildren, and they're all flakes and drug addicts and drunks. And she's going to destroy her business and her life because of her weakness and inability to say no. That's crying material for me. And it should be for us. We need to figure out what works and do what works. The problem with life is we don't do what works. The world's never worked. It's never worked. The whole world has never, ever worked. We've always had barbarians. We've always had our terrorists of one kind or another. And it just doesn't work because we're not individually doing what works. When we start individually to do what works, the world will work.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Make sense?
Yes.
Amen. Well, let's pray for some guidance.
Yes.
And you know, I tell people to pray. I don't care what they believe in. It doesn't matter to me. But even if you don't believe in a God, I think it's important to link up in spirit because we have a lot of power. We don't, and I know this above all things. I lived, and if you think I'm lying to you babies, you go and you look it up. You look me up on the internet. Dr. Don Jolly, Hollymont House. That is a Hollywood mansion that I used to own. And I mean, you want to be haunted? You buy the book, Aliens Above, Ghosts Below. It's about my house. Start reading on page 34. You won't believe it. And it's written by the researcher from UCLA.
Say this again. The name of the book?
The name of the book is Aliens Above, Ghosts Below.
Okay.
I've had lots of experiences in my life. A lot of people think I'm crazy. Some of them think I lie. And this one man, I was talking at some lecture to somebody, and he said, "Oh, that's a bunch of BS," but he said what it was. And I said, "How much you want to bet me?" "I'll bet you $1,000. I said, "Okay, let's go to the hotel lobby and go rent the computer, figure it out." I popped up all over. There's one newspaper article. I let the newspaper reporters come to my house and live there. And there's one paper called the National Enquirer. They sent people to live in my house, and then they did this big full-page thing, and and there was priests there that night. There was a headline that said, "Priest witnesses as owner of Hollywood mansion flees in fear," or something like. Well, I was never afraid. I love those things, whatever was there. Yeah. But I don't lie. I'm telling the truth. And everything I tell you can be looked up on the internet. I'm all over the damn internet now, and I don't know how it even got there. Holy Moses.
Your life's revealed.
Ugh. Anyway, any more questions?
I was thinking about, like, if you don't have a diagnosis or you don't have any specific thing, is there some kind of just for prevention?
Yeah, of course. First of all, start breathing well.
Yeah.
Make sure that your levels are 98, all right?
It's 98. That's
Okay,
pretty
good. Make sure your levels are 98. Every once in a while, go in for a crash course of 5 to 10 treatments, you know, every 7-8 months, or less treatments if you can, you know. Just do it once in a while.
Okay.
Because it'll help to begin a healing cascade, yeah? Okay, yes?
I came in late, so if you've already gone over this, I apologize. Can hyperbaric do anything for severe depression?
That's a good question, and there is an answer for it. It can be very helpful in the overall treatment of depression. However, there are some wonderful psychological tools that should be used with it. Dietary things are very, very important. Sugar is an issue. Dealing with past problems should be very, very important. Being able to look at your life and see what has happened that shaped you. We are the product of things that have happened to us, things that we've done, thoughts that we've had, religious beliefs. And so all of those kinds of things are very important to bring into consideration. And yes, can hyperbarics help? Yes, it can. But it's an adjunctive part, and I don't think it's the most important. Okay?
And what about for overall brain inflammation?
Well,
From a
yes,
variety
it
of
can be,
reasons.
it can be very helpful for that, yes. We can now prove what we thought years ago, and I used to shriek and scream about what I thought hyperbarics does, and now we can prove it with brain scan. There's there's something called SPECT scan.
Yes.
And SPECT scan, we can treat somebody with certain difficulty, do their scan, and then do, after 10 treatments, totally different. That's what we're doing with the soldiers. We're fixing their brain injuries. We are repairing their brain tissue damage. Isn't that amazing? And what's even more amazing is we can prove it now. They're not going to say, oh, he's lying, he's full of it. No way, baby.
And do you have patients with Alzheimer's come in for this?
Do we have what?
Patients with Alzheimer's come in?
Yes, and Alzheimer's disease, I have not yet found hyperbarics to be significant in Alzheimer's. There is something strange there that we don't know about yet. I have not seen it, although I have seen it slow down a little bit, progression in a mild, newly diagnosed case. Yes, and the same is true with Lou Gehrig's disease. And I am working very, very hard to try to put some people together who I think might come up with something for Lou Gehrig's, but it's hard. The egos in the scientific world are unbelievable, unbelievable. I need to, oh, I could talk to St. Jude. He's the patron saint of impossible cases. Yes, I just remembered that. I remember that. Anything
Anything's
else?
possible.
Any effects on MS?
Yeah, pardon me?
MS?
Oh, yeah. Justin can tell you a little bit about MS. There's a machine we have in the hyperbaric department that we can use as a pre-treatment to hyperbarics. And it doesn't cost any more money. It's there. We have it. It predisposes the body to get more benefit from hyperbarics, basically. And if you look up in England, I think you'll find the Society of MS Society. When I was there many years ago studying, the Multiple Sclerosis Society was so entrenched in hyperbarics that they bought some chambers and opened a free center for MS patients.
Wow.
And they trained the family members to be certified techs, so they'd have no payroll. And they came for treatments, and they raised money through the charity, the MS Society, to buy the chambers. And I think they're still doing it. So to answer your question, yes, it can be helpful. Yes. And
What
then,
percentage would you say help by people losing their eyesight or, you know?
well, it can help with all those things, but the sooner the better. If we wait too long, you know.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I have one girl that's been coming, and she's still coming, and she's keeping pretty normal. She gets around, she drives, she goes, she does what she wants. She could barely move when she first started. And I mean, this has been going on 15 years. So,
15 years she's been coming.
yeah, she started with me years ago in other places. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. See, it's too bad. What irks me is everything is so expensive. We gotta figure out a way to change all of that. It's crazy. The medical industry is out of control. Anyway, keep that in your brain. Do something with it. All right, anything else? Are we done?
Yeah. Excellent.
Hey, Mama.
Excellent.
Lee, are we done?
Thank you, Dr. John.
The question is, did we do anything worthwhile?
Absolutely.
Yes,
It's
absolutely.
wonderful.
I took notes.